Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Inzuri Books. It has been a while. I've had some crazy things going on in my life, but I'm telling you, it feels really good to be back. I am the author. First of all, my name is Desiree Crooks, and I am the author of my debut Afrocentric children's novel, Nzinga, the Great Warrior of Angola. I'm also coming out with 3 toddler books this fall. Hey, look at me. It is a must-see and, of course, a must-buy. So check out my website for updates, as well as I'm posting information on all my social medias. And my website is www.inzuribooks.com. So, words can't even explain what this woman has contributed to the world and to science. Who am I talking about? Her name is Henrietta Lacks. Some of you may be familiar with her, as well as some of you may not. Number 1, in what year was Henrietta Lacks born? Henrietta Lacks was born on August the 1st, 1920. Number 2, what was her original name? Her original name was Loretta Pleasant. Number 3, what happened to her eldest daughter? Her eldest daughter, her name was Elsie, and Elsie was diagnosed with epilepsy and other mental disorders. Now, it became very difficult for Henrietta to take care of her other 4 children, plus Elsie, because Elsie was a child that didn't sit still. She was constantly on the go. And Henrietta had just had another child, a little baby boy by the name of Joe. One day, when Henrietta was taking care of her baby, Elsie ran out into the streets and almost got hit by a car. And I think this was the final step for Henrietta to realize that something had to be done. Even though Henrietta thought she was doing the right thing based on the advice from the doctors, it took a lot out of her. She was never the same, because what she did was she institutionalized her daughter into the Crownsville Hospital for the mentally insane. And when she left her daughter there, people said she was never the same again, which that would destroy any mother to have to do something like that. She would visit her daughter once a week, every week, until she got sick. Then she wasn't able to do it anymore, and there was no one else that followed up. Number 4, what hospital did Henrietta go to when she was in severe pain? Well, first of all, she was seeking medical attention from her family physician, but he realized there was only so much he could do. So he referred her to the Johns Hopkins Hospital. Now, when she got there, she thought that they would be able to fix her up and she'd be able to go home and be with her family. But man, was she ever wrong, because this was the beginning of the end for her. Number 5, what was she diagnosed with? She was diagnosed with epidermoid carcinoma of the cervix, stage 1. In other words, she had cervical cancer. Number 6, what made her so different to the other patients? What made her so different? They did a biopsy on her, and they took a tissue sample without her knowledge, and they took it to the lab. Now, there was a lab technician by the name of Mary working that night, that particular day, and she took the tissue and she cut it. She sliced it in a petri dish and left it overnight, thinking it would just be like every other tissue sample. It'd be dead the next day. But the difference with Henrietta's tissue sample was when they cut it, it duplicated itself. They cut it again, it duplicated, and again and again and again, and it kept duplicating in the petri dish, which simply meant the cells were alive. This was a new discovery. And unfortunately, this was the beginning of the end for Henrietta Lacks. Number 7, how did the hospital, Johns Hopkins Hospital, profit from this, from Henrietta's cells? Now, Henrietta's cells were now called the HeLa cells, which was the first two letters of her first name and the first two letters of her last name. How did they profit? How did the hospital profit? They profit by making millions upon millions of dollars, and they're still making millions of dollars. They sold her cells around the world. That's how they made money and profited from this woman's body without her knowledge. Number 8. How are the cells helping humanity? Well, the cells, because the cells are alive and they're outside of a human host, they can experiment with these cells before they would introduce it to a human being or a patient. So they would test new vaccines on it. They would test all kinds of drugs. And because of her cells, they were able to develop a vaccine for polio. They've taken the cells to the moon. Those cells have helped with HIV and so many other illnesses. So she died physically, but a part of her is still alive. Which brings us to number 9. When did she die? She died October the 4th, 1951. Henrietta Lacks. Words are not enough. She is living and will continue to live on and will continue to help people. And her story is just incredible. And I'm going to put a link in my box at the bottom of this video. And check out the movie with Oprah Winfrey. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. And if you've never heard of her before, you'll never forget her after this video and after watching that movie. This brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video and would like to see more, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Nzuri Books. Give me the thumbs up. Click on the bell. That way when new videos are uploaded, you will get a notice, a little ding, letting you know that a new video has been uploaded. Like me on Facebook and follow me on all of my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Check out my website at www.nzuribooks.com. Check out my debut Afrocentric children's novel if you have not already. As I said, I'm going to be coming out with 3 toddler books this fall. Hey, look at me. So again, if you follow me on all my social medias, and you may have seen some of my previews on my YouTube channel, and I'm bringing it out a bit at a time. The toddler books are going to have a coloring book and a video for the children to sing along and dance along and feel good about themselves, and just very uplifting, which is what I'm all about. Thank you so much. Peace, blessings, and much love. Take care until next time.